Today I'm checking out this 2-pack of solar street lights. I was sent this at no cost so I can do the review, but let's go ahead, get this thing out of the box so we can check it out. All right, this is everything out of the box. Takes up the whole top of this storage container. And as you can see, this is a 2-pack and you get 2 of everything. Only thing you don't get 2 of is the manual. And I mean, who really needs 2 of those? But you get 2 remotes, spare parts, all the mounting hardware you need, the manual, and a basically put together guide, like a install guide. Then you've got the 2 lights. I flipped them different ways so you can see how nice and big that solar panel is, and also how nice and big that light is. These are some really nice size lights. And 2 mounting brackets with 2 back brackets on them. And I do want to note, these are the brackets that have like this brace on them. If you can see that there, that brace actually is really important. I've got some lights that don't have that brace there, and as time goes on, the brackets have kind of bent down. That little bit of metal right there seems to take care of all the problems. So these do have the braces on both of them, so I really like that. Let's get these things hung up so we can check them out at night. It was very easy to install these. You just put a couple lag bolts, that's what I did, at least into the wood, and then there's 4 nuts and bolts on the light to tighten it to the pole. Extremely easy to install. Had them out here in the sun for a few hours now, but it is not quite dark enough yet for these to really come on and show a difference. So I'm going to come back out when it gets a little darker so we can test these things out. All right, so I stepped on my back patio and the lights are at a 30%, something like that, because they're on motion sensing by default. Watch when I turn this corner. That's how well the motion sensing picks up. I'm about 20, 30 feet away maybe, and they picked me up. Now, they don't seem to pick up bugs or anything like that flying around them, so that's good. There are June bugs flying around right now, and it really didn't send them off crazy. That was my hand, actually. If I stay still, they'll go back down to 30%. But I mean, look at this. Who would need the pool light or anything with these lights back here? I'm going to step to the other side of the yard and hopefully be able to let you see what they look like. Now, one thing I did notice on these with a pair is when one light kicks up, if the other light goes down or is down, that light can trigger the other one. So right now they're both at 30% and they're still pretty bright. If we were underneath the pergola, that's still pretty bright and probably how I'd want to leave it. So this is them at 100. Let's go ahead and look at the remote. So as you can see here on the remote, there's on and off, right? Those are pretty standard. On would just keep it on full brightness until you decided to turn it off, or, you know, the sun comes up. Now these other sections here, these other buttons here, will do like dimming. So you have like 25, 50, 75, 100, and we could try that right here. So like this is 100%, but if we went to 75, as you can see, it went down, 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 back up to 100. The dimmer is really cool. The motion sensing you can see, and these buttons down here actually are just timers. So if you have it on at 100%, and then I said let's do 2 hours, you get feedback from the light like that to let you know that, you know, you push that button. But now 2 hours, it's going to stay on at 100%, and then it turn off. All right, so I'm on the whole other side of my yard. We have 1/3 of an acre, and this lights up my entire yard, the whole backyard. The camera is compensating a little bit, and it's making this area really bright and this area look darker, but I could walk around this entire area, no problem. I could see everything, really. If you make these higher, they're only about 7 feet up right now, but if you put them up higher, they will light a bigger area, of course, right? The light's going to dissipate more. I definitely think these are great. So, I mean, they're really bright, probably more than we need back here. Of course, you can always dim them. It did come with 2 remotes, and each remote will work with either one of the lights. So if you're going to hang them both up, you know, as a pair, then you basically have a spare remote, because the remotes will work with either light. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. I hope this information was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.